Hello, during the next 10 minutes we will discuss the main business events taking place from March 18 to 20. This is Events Around the Corner on Kazakh TV. Apple will replace AT&T in the Dow Jones Industrial Average on March 18. The second launch of Proton-M rocket carrying a Russian satellite from Baikonur is scheduled for the 19th. Kyrgyzstan will join the International Anti-Corruption Academy on March 20. Let's get to these and other events in detail. After the trading is closed on March 18, Apple's stock will be added to the Dow Jones Industrial Average to replace the AT&T mobile operator, as reported by the Wall Street Journal. This means that Tim Cook's company has got more reasons to be considered dominant in the market than AT&T. According to Dow Jones, the price for Apple's stock used to be too high and could distort the average, thus preventing the addition. Now, after the 7-for-1 split, this will be possible. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is the oldest stock market index. It was created to evaluate the situation in the heavy industry. However, now many companies comprising the Dow 30 have nothing to do with this sphere. When the average is calculated, stock indices of 30 top US companies are taken into account. Among these are several high technology giants such as Microsoft, Intel, IBM, Cisco and Visa. The news on the change of the index composition influenced the stock price. AT&T shares fell by 1.29%, whereas Apple shares grew in price by 1.74%. The capitalization of the iconic digital company reached almost $747 billion US. Currently, Apple is the most expensive company in the world, costing twice as much as Microsoft and Google. On the same day, March 18, the third United Nations World Conference on Disaster Risk Reduction will end in Sunday, Japan. The regional consultations for Central Asia and South Caucasus were held in April 2014 in Almaty in preparation for the conference in Sunday. The stakeholders came to a conclusion that the disaster risk reduction is an important step towards making our planet safer and more resilient. This is a central issue on the post-2015 framework agenda and in the Climate Change Treaty. The economic damage caused by disasters has been growing from year to year worldwide. It is estimated at an average of $200 billion US per year. Natural disasters have the transboundary nature and rarely affect just one country. For example, flooding of Central Asia's largest rivers, Amu Darya and Sir Darya, result in huge economic losses for all the countries in the region. This is why countries should cooperate and exchange expertise in this area. The framework of the conference includes interstate meetings, ministerial roundtables, and high-level multi-stakeholder partnership dialogues. On Thursday, March 19, a Proton-M rocket will be launched from the Baikonur Cosmodrome to carry a Russian telecommunications satellite Express AM-7. The spacecraft was manufactured by the French company Airbus Defence and Space upon order of the Russian party. It was delivered to the Cosmodrome's assembly and testing unit in February after a customs clearance. The satellite provides TV and radio broadcasting, broadband access and multimedia services, data transfer and mobile telecommunications. Proton-M is a heavy-lift launch vehicle, which is lighter than the previous versions, but can carry 650 kilograms more. It also features an upgraded control system. The commercial launch of a rocket costs around $100 million US. The amount is a cumulative cost of a carrier rocket, its upper stage, delivery of all components to a launch pad, and the launch services themselves. This will be the second time Proton-M is launched this year. The previous launch happened using the M upper stage on February 1. Then the British Inmarsat 5FT telecommunications satellite was put into an orbit at 65,000 kilometers. The US-based Visa Incorporated, the operator of the world's largest payment system, will make the first share split at 4-for-1 on March 19. This is the first split after the company entered the open market. Thus, the shares will become cheaper and more affordable for traders. By the results of the first quarter, Visa's revenue increased by 7% to around $3.5 billion. We began this fiscal year with new stable profits and a revenue growth. This sustainable result reflects the viability and stability of our business model, said Visa CEO Joly. The annual Visa card turnover is around $5 trillion. The company views Kazakhstan as a promising ground for introducing new e-payment technology. For example, our country was the first in the region to see the integration of the EMV chip solutions. A recent addition to the services is PayWave solution, ensuring contactless payments. It is only required to put a card up to secure reader to make a payment. The official Kazakhstani Visa office was opened in 2012 in Almaty. Its main goal is to expand the card use opportunities for clients. On March 19, the second Go Analytics 2015 conference will be held in Moscow. It is dedicated to online analytics, that is, the collection, analysis and interpretation of website visitors' data. The main function of web analytics is monitoring the number of website visitors. Based on obtained data, decisions to develop, optimize and increase a site's functionality are taken. The concept of web analysis was developed in early 1990s, but the Web Analytics Association was established a decade later, in 2003. This organization developed and implemented universal guidelines for data analysis and measurement. Online analytics is above all important for the retail companies which have online transactions, or at least companies that use internet media to communicate with consumers. This is a way to make media investment more effective. Every advertiser wants to be able to measure the results and the efficiency of investment. Unlike TV, radio or print advertisement, it is much easier to measure or predict the popularity of internet ads. Respectively, it is possible to make conclusions and adjustments, boosting the efficiency. Google Analytics is a service which collects detailed statistics of online visitor activity. The service works together with Google AdWords, the main advertising project and principal source of the corporation's revenue. This year, the conference will focus on collection and processing of data. Leading technical and business cases from top experts will be presented at the event. A new third-party administrator for the gold price appointed by the London Bullion Market Association will start working from March 20 in London. According to LBMA's press service, this will be ICE Benchmark Administration. The company will provide the auction platform, methodology, as well as overall independent administration and governance for the LBMA gold price. Let me remind you that last year the traditional silver fixing was replaced by a new mechanism. Now it's the turn of the London gold fix to be modernized. It has been in use for the past 100 years. In addition to being electronic and auction-based, the new gold fixing method will be absolutely transparent. The association believes that these changes will encourage a larger number of traders to participate. On March 20, Kyrgyzstan will join the International Anti-Corruption Academy. Bishkek submitted an accession application on January 20 this year. Head of Austria-based International Anti-Corruption Academy, Martin Kreutner, praised the initiative. In turn, Kyrgyz ambassador to Austria, Ermek Ibrahimov, stressed the importance of this measure for his country. According to the diplomat, recently Kyrgyzstan has been actively fighting corruption on all levels. The International Anti-Corruption Academy was established in Luxembourg in 2010 under the aegis of the United Nations. Today, it researches corruption issues worldwide and studies anti-corruption best practices. In addition, the organization implements preparation and educational anti-corruption programs to train skilled personnel. Corruption is one of the gravest problems in the world. In the European Union alone, the damage caused by corruption ranges from 100 260 to 320 billion euro per year. This has been our perspective on the coming 3 days. You've watched Events Around the Corner. See you next time on Kazakh TV.